Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. As you can see, there's a drawing going on in the background, and this is actually me drawing. Today I gotta apologize, guys. I wanted to make a video of me playing Legacy XP, Smash Brothers Legacy XP, but my computer just wasn't having it. It was not going to happen. Everything was way too laggy. It couldn't handle it. My computer couldn't handle the recording software and Legacy XP running at the same time. It was not happening. And this is a kind of issue that I'm just going to have with PC games in general, because I don't have a very good PC. It works for me and I'm happy with it, so I'm not going to be getting a whole new PC just for YouTube, but I'm just not going to be able to play like very good high-end type of games and run a recording software at the same time. Speaking of recording softwares, I recently got myself an Elgato card, and that thing was a pain in the ass to set up, let me tell you. It does not come with instructions. I don't know why they would do that, but they just don't come with any instructions. They're just like, download this, here you go. And I actually had to upgrade my operating system to Windows 10. I've been running Windows 8.1, which I really enjoyed. I don't like Windows 10 at all, but if I have to do it, I have to do it. Might as well just bite the bullet. But the Elgato capture card, at first I had a little bit of buyer's remorse because it was just, like I said, it's such a pain in the ass to set up. But now that it's up and running, I'm really happy that I got it. I tested it out with the Switch by playing a little bit of Sonic Mania, and it was a really fun experience because I got to see how hard it actually is to talk over fast-paced gameplay. Like, I've been able to talk over Smash because I do Smash, like, it's a fourth sense to me. It's a fourth sense. It's my sixth sense to play Smash without even thinking. But I can't, like Sonic, it was hard because it's so fast-paced and you're constantly thinking about what you're supposed to be doing. So it was really good practice because it actually made me a lot better just that one time that I tried it. Let me talk a little bit about the drawing that's actually happening. So this is actually a drawing of me wearing my three main characters from Smash outfit. So I have Lucina's hoodie cape thing with her little emblem. I have Cloud's shoulder pad and gloves, and the rest is pretty much Link. It's the tunic, the wraps, the sword, it's just Link. These are the characters that I play with the most in Smash. They're my mains, they're my best characters. And I thought it was a cool idea to just, dress me up in their outfits. And that should be like, not the logo for the channel, but maybe like the banner. And I do want to, it was supposed to be part of an intro that I want to make. The main thing I've always wanted to do with this channel is to make it into a Let's Play channel. And yeah, I know we're in 2018 and that's just not going to go well, but you know what, I really don't care. As long as people enjoy it and as long as I have fun doing it, I think that's really all that matters. So drawing is something I haven't done in such a long time. Like, I've been drawing for as long as I can remember, pretty much on and off, but I never taken my time to like super detail, like make drawings and stuff like that. I have in the past, but never to this extent. So I was very proud of my work. I started out doing Cloud's shoulder pad, and I did the outline for it. I started doing like the color, shading, and the lighting, and then when I zoomed out, I was like, oh my god, look at it! Like, oh my god, I did that. I think the shoulder pad is actually the best part of this whole drawing, like the thing that came out looking the best. But the way I do it is that I work in layers, and layers is just, it's amazing. It's literally the best thing you could possibly do when it comes to drawing. It's a godsend to just work with layers, honestly. The way I do it is that, as you can see, like there's some blue lines everywhere. It's actually my rough draft. So I do the rough draft and then I start working on it part by part. So like, let's say I'm doing Lucina's cape thing. I would do the cape, and then I would make 5 layers. I think 5 layers? Yeah, 5 layers. I would make one for the lining, for the line work, one for the base color, one for the shadow, and one for the lighting. No, that's actually 4 layers, sorry. But yeah, and then I'll do it in parts. So like, I'll just do the lines, and then I'll put the base color, like just slap it on, and then I'll do the shadow, and then I'll do the lighting. So the way I do it is I use the regular brush tool when it comes to the line work. The line work, I do 2 pixels because 1 pixel is just ridiculously small. I just do 2 pixels and I use 2 strokes to make it a little darker, make it more cartoony. You don't have to do that. If you just use just a single stroke, it actually looks more like a drawing. But I wanted it to look more cartoony, I guess. It's the word I'm looking for. And then after that, the coloring, I do 4 pixels, and then I just go around the border, just bordering everything. and then I go with 8 pixels and then just border everything again, and then I grab 16 pixels if I have to, and then just finish the whole thing pretty much. And then for the shadow and the lighting, I use the light tool, the tool that looks a little softer than the actual like just hard tool. And I regret doing that for the shadow. I think from now on I'm just going to be using the same just regular like hard tool for the shadow and just make it a hard line, because when you color in stuff, like lighting is good because I only use little lines for lighting. I don't like to go excessive when it comes to lighting. But I'm probably going to do that differently too. I'm probably just going to use that the light tool from now on, because it just makes it look so much nicer. It's a lot easier to work with. But when it comes to the shadow, I rather make it just a singular, like solid thing, because after you completely color everything with the shadow tool, you go back to it and you see like there's smudges everywhere, and there's like you have to touch everything up again, and it's just really annoying. It was good to actually do this because now I kind of like got a good feel of what works and what doesn't. I didn't want to deviate too much from what I started doing when I started drawing it, because I didn't want the style to actually change the way and then all the parts look different. I didn't want that at all. But it was a very fun experience to do this. It's nice to do things that I've been wanting to do for a while. I just haven't had the time for it. But now that my work schedule is pretty flexible, I would say pretty good, pretty consistent, I can start doing what I wanted to do. And like I said, what I've always wanted to do is it's a Let's Play channel. And I'm not going to spoil what the intro is like. It's not a big deal. It's nothing fancy or anything, but you can kind of get an idea from the title of the channel. I actually wanted to call this channel Press Start Adventures, but there's already a Flash animation named that. And when I saw it, I was like, oh wait, I've seen this on Newgrounds like many years ago. So I was like, no, I'm not going to take that. That's kind of dickish. So I just went with Press Start, and I don't hate it. Like I said, I wanted it to be Press Start Adventure, but I don't know. That's just me being nitpicky, I guess. So I guess I could spoil what the first game we're gonna play on the channel is gonna be. That's gonna be Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time. I think Smash Brothers is actually very close to it, though. Like, I would admittedly say that Smash Brothers, like Smash 4, is my favorite game of all time because I just played it so much. But even if I played 400 hours of Smash Brothers, it still doesn't compare to how much I've played Final Fantasy VII. I've beaten that game a million times. Like, I have it for every system that it's ever come out for. I have it there. I have it on my phone, my PSP, my PS1, PS2, PS3. I don't know about PS2. But you get what I mean. Like, everything that it's ever come out on, I bought it because I love that game so much, and I just wanted to share my love for the game with everybody else, I guess. And like I said, I don't care if a million people watch it or 2 people watch it. It's all the same to me. I love it all the same. Obviously, the more people watch it, the more happier I will be because I get to share with more people. But it's okay. I'm not in it for the fame. I'm too late for the YouTube race to try to be successful at anything, and like Let's Plays are pretty much dead when it comes to YouTube. So I understand that that's not a very successful choice to go with. Like, if I wanted to actually be successful, I'll make like blogs or news updates and stuff like that. Those videos are what's in right now, and even then, that's pretty much kind of like fading away now too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like being clickbaity. I don't like being annoying. I don't like being just overbearing, I guess. So I think like a chill Let's Play channel would be the nicest thing. I'm a pretty chill guy. I don't know. If you ever see me being hyped about stuff, it's not because I'm a hype boy or anything. I really don't care for that kind of stuff. But it just means that I'm legitimately excited for it. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I guess I have to talk for like a good 15-17 minutes or something like that, and I've run out of things to talk about. But yeah, Let's Plays. I like I said, I tested out Sonic Mania, and it was hard. It was really hard, but like, because like Sonic Mania is very fast paced, and it was hard to talk. Oh, as you can see, I used Chrome as the base for this whole drawing. Like, I have them there for reference for when it comes to like the lighting and shading for the hair. I kind of like used him as reference for most of the hair strands, but then I also personalized it to make it look more like me, obviously. You're gonna see me a lot with my hair like pulled back, actually, because when it gets too long, that's what I do with it. But I love having bangs. Bangs are just, that's my jam. But yeah, it was nice to work with Photoshop, honestly, because I'm pretty sure nobody out there is gonna know this, but I'm actually I'm aspiring to be a game designer, and I feel like having the ability to work with Photoshop and drawing and stuff like that is actually something that's very important for my line of work. I do have some games completed, but they're just personal games that I've made for my friends or for myself, just for fun, and I'm not going to publish that, at least not yet. Maybe I'll let them out once, you know, if I become successful at what I want to do, then I'll let them out. Let them out so that people can laugh at them, I guess. I will laugh with them, honestly, because it's just silly. I don't know. But yeah, I used Chrome as a base for this whole drawing. There was a post for him in Fire Emblem Warriors, I think, where he's like that, but Lucina's my main, and she does pretty much the same post too. And I plan to play the hell out of Chrom in Ultimate, so I took him as inspiration to, because, I don't know, I guess it's at this point it's kind of like a nod to the future of what's going to happen, basically. I know Chrom kind of sucks in Ultimate, like we've already like seen his potential, I guess, but I still love the character design. I guess because I see a lot of myself in it, and I'm very egotistic. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just, you know, like you portray yourself as the things that you like, right? Like your hairstyle is pretty much probably going to be a hairstyle that you really like. The way you dress is going to be a style that you really like. So like you portray yourself into the things that you like, and I see a lot of myself in Chrom, so I'm very like gravitated towards him. That sounds very egotistic. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that at all. But Ultimate, man, I really can't wait. I can't believe it's almost here, and that's the reason why I'm so happy that I got myself an Elgato capture card, because I really want to record Ultimate more than anything. And after trying it on Sonic Mania on the Switch, I actually have Sonic Mania on the PS4 and the Switch. I bought it on the Switch first, and then I actually wanted it on the PS4 because it felt better. The control felt better. But I think it's because I didn't have a Pro Controller at the time. I just played with the Joy-Cons, and that did not feel good at all. Nothing feels good with the Joy-Cons. I don't care who you are. That's just me with my big-ass hands. That's a personal problem. But yeah, I played Sonic Mania, and I'm really happy to be able to record Switch footage. I'm really happy to like be able to record a lot of things that I wouldn't have been able to otherwise. Actually, the work that you're seeing right now, the base is fine, but like the shading and the lighting is going to be completely different. Not completely, because I guess it's still me doing it, so like I didn't try to recreate it or anything, but I lost all of this. Everything that's happening right here, I lost it, and I had to redo it. But it's pretty much the same thing, honestly, because like I was like, yeah, I'll just redo it, and I did the lighting a little different. Like that line that you saw there in the corner of his face, I actually made it go a little bit over to the eye as it does in Chrom's picture, because I figured, you know, follow the reference a little more and it'll look better. I don't know, I like to add my personal taste to things, but at the same time, and I also did the eyes a lot different, because I try to go for something a little more realistic when it came to the eyes, as you're gonna see later on. But I was like, nah, that looked really terrible, honestly. But yeah, I'm really happy with the result for the drawing, and I'm really excited for the future of this channel, and I can't wait. I really can't wait to see where this goes, you know. And if it goes nowhere, I'm okay with that too, honestly. I think that the part that I actually messed up on is that I put the lighting on the same layer as the shadow, and I should have just made the lighting just go a full circle around the whole thing, and then it would have looked fine. But I fixed it by blurring it out and stuff like that, so it's fine. But yeah, that's the drawing right there. That's it. It's finished. I had a lot of fun doing it. It took me a while to finish it, honestly, and it's actually the main reason why I haven't started a Let's Play channel yet, because I was gonna do it through the PlayStation Remote Play. I was gonna use the Remote Play to record with OBS, and then just use that to record gameplay, even though like it wouldn't be, you know, good quality. I figured like better than nothing, you know. But this drawing was the main thing holding my channel back from actually starting. So I don't know. I'm really happy that it's done, and I'm really happy that we can actually get this thing started. And I can't wait I can't wait to see where it goes. in all honesty. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Final Fantasy VII next week. I'm gonna start working on the intro, try to finish it as soon as possible. But I do gotta let this thing render and then upload it, so I probably won't have enough time today to do it. But by next week, it should be done, and I should be able to get started on that. And I'm gonna do a lot of Ultimate footage too. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna be completely crystal honest with you guys. Crystal clear with you guys. I'm gonna have an alternate file. Like, I'm gonna create a different profile just to play Ultimate on the channel, and then I'm gonna have my own because I am not gonna want to put it down. I'm probably gonna put out like 3-4 episodes of Ultimate a week. Maybe I'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm gonna probably put out a lot of once the Let's Play starts, it's gonna be a lot easier to put out content because Let's Plays are not hard to edit. It's just 10 minutes per episode, and they're pretty easy to edit because it's just all on the spot. There's a lot of heavy editing that goes into it either. But yeah, I'm gonna have an alternate file for that because I'm not gonna want to put it down after I'm done recording it. I'm gonna just want to keep playing it. So yeah, so probably for the first few episodes, it's all gonna be brand new to me. But after that, it's just don't expect me to be just shocked at anything because I probably have seen it all because I'm probably gonna blast through this game in the first few days and then just practice my ass off for tournaments. But yeah, it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. I'm not terrible at Smash Brothers. It's like I said, it's my sixth sense to play Smash Brothers, so it's easy for me to talk over it and play it at the same time. But I played Melee, and one of my friends told me that I was terrible at it. He watched the video, he just could not do it because I was just that bad at it. And I agree, I was terrible at it. But that's only because they know how good I actually am at Smash Brothers. And that's not to toot my own horn or anything, or just to do ha ha ha, I'm amazing. Anyway, yeah, I'm rambling. I'm going on for way too long. I'm not egotistic. I sound like it, but I'm not. I am cocky. I admit it. But I know that I'm good at Smash Brothers, and I know I'm going to be going to tournaments when it comes to Ultimate. So maybe we'll see some kind of blend of this being a Let's Play channel and then competitive Smash and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. No, I can't wait to see where this channel goes. I can't wait to see where this takes me, where this takes us. If you guys stick around for this adventure, well, I'm glad you jumped on board, and I'm glad you're sticking around for it. And I hope we go places together, and I hope we have fun together, and that's the most important part, that we all have fun together. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.